Coming to the next chapter, heavy duty onboard diagnostics implemented from 2010. So we will see the various mandated, regulated HD OBD implemented from 2010 throughout the world. Now, heavy duty onboard diagnostics implemented from 2010. So HD OBD systems mandated from 2010 model year onward represent a significant regulatory and technological advancement for emission monitoring, vehicle health management in heavy duty engines and vehicles. So this 2010 HD OBD represents a very significant step, a very important milestone as far as the vehicle health monitoring is concerned. And these systems were introduced to address the robust real-time diagnostics in trucks, buses with gross vehicle weight rating GVWR over 14,000 pounds. So this is the important regulation. So for vehicles over 14,000 pounds, these systems are extremely important. Now coming to the regulatory bodies or regulatory agencies which have brought this particular HDOBD into fruition. First is California Air Resources Board, acronymed as CARB. California was called the first first to adopt comprehensive HDOBD requirements codified in Title 13 California Code of Regulations 6 Section 1971.1 for 2010 and later model years. All right. Next comes the US EPA, US Environmental Protection Agency. The EPA followed with federal regulation requiring OBD systems on 2010 and later HD engines used in highway applications for over 14,000 GVHR. GVWR, which means gross vehicle weight rating. Now coming to the purpose, the regulations aim to reduce the emissions pollutants such as nitrogen oxides, particulates by ensuring emission control systems which remain effective throughout the vehicle operational life. This is extremely important. These OBDs must remain effective throughout the life of the vehicle. Now coming to the key requirement and monitoring. First important key requirement monitoring is comprehensive monitoring. The HDOBD systems must continuously monitor virtually every emission related component and system on the engine, including exhaust gas recirculation, diesel particulate filters, and selective catalytic reduction and oxygen sensors. Okay, so as I mentioned in the previous video, all the important components like DPF, CGR, SCR must be under constant monitoring, and this system must detect malfunctions before emissions exceed specified thresholds and illuminate a malfunction indicator to alert the operator. Now, fault detection and reporting. When a fault is detected, the HDOBD system stores a diagnostic trouble code and related freeze frame data aiding in diagnosis and repair. And the last but not the least, the mill must remain illuminated till the fault is repaired and verified as resolved. So this is important. It is like OBD is constantly, relentlessly reminding the driver that there is something wrong with the engine and he must get that fault rectified ASAP. Now coming to the standardization and data access, the regulations specify the content and format of the diagnostic information, ensuring consistency across manufacturers. Now, manufacturers are required to make service and repair information available to the industry, supporting independent repair and maintenance. All right. So, this manufacturer should enable that the vehicle can be repaired independently also. It should not be mandated that the vehicle should be repaired only at authorized service station. Of course, it is good that vehicle should be repaired at the authorized service station, but there must be facility that the independent repairman or technicians also should be capable of ensuring the service and repair happen promptly and correctly. Now, lifetime coverage. HD OBD systems are required to monitor emissions related systems for actual life of the engine, not just during the warranty period. Okay, this is something I touched upon. Not only during the warranty period, for the entire life, HDOBD systems must be perfectly intact to monitor the emission related systems. And now coming to the phased implementation, the requirements were phased in starting with 2010 model year with full compliance expected by 2013 for all on-road heavy-duty engines sold in California and federally. Now, what is this impact and rationale? All right. So what is the impact? HDOBD systems help ensure that emission control technologies remain effective, directly supporting the compliance with stricter emission norms and improving air quality. Okay, so air quality must always be maintained up to the mark, and maintenance and repair, early detection of faults reduces repair costs, downtime, and risk of significant emissions violations. Okay, now coming to the public health, by targeting pollutants from heavy duty vehicles, major contributors to urban air pollution, and HDOBD helps mitigate health risks. So this is I'm emphasizing because the OBD is playing a very important role as far as the public health is concerned. Now coming to the industry standardization, the regulations foster a standardized approach to diagnostics, making it easier for fleets, service providers to maintain compliance and vehicle health. All right. So this is the summary table. Okay. When it comes to applicability, it is greater. This is applied only for 14,000 pounds GVWER. And when it comes to monitored components, virtually all emission related systems, EGR, DPF, SCR sensors, etc. Now coming to the fault indication, malfunction indicator light and diagnostic trouble codes. Now coming to the data access, standardized format info must be available to service industry. Now and moreover, it should be lifelong monitoring. This is the important requirement. It comes when it comes to regulatory bodies. These regulations are mandated by CARB and EPA, and implementation timeline. It is phased in 2012 and full compliance by 2013. Okay, it started with some big volume engines in 2010, and by 2013, 100% compliance was mandated. From 2010, heavy duty onboard diagnostic became mandatory for large trucks and buses in US, requiring comprehensive, standardized and lifetime monitoring of emission related components. And these systems play a crucial role in emission reduction, vehicle reliability and public health protection. Okay, so just trying to emphasize the importance of HD OBD in heavy duty vehicles. Thank you.